Hi, welcome back. In this session, we are going to discuss what is meant by array, how to declare a variable in array, how to retrieve that, and those things we are going to see that. And let us discuss what is meant by an array, right? So, array is nothing but a collection of items having same data type, storing under a common variable. So, if somebody is asking what is meant by array, you can see that just think but a collection of items having same data type. This is the key factor here. Same data type. You cannot combine. You cannot save combine data types. Say for example, you cannot save integer and string data types together. You can save only integer data types or string data types or boolean data types. So that is one of the limitations of array. But definition wise, yes, collection of similar or same data type storing under a common variable. And array follows the index methodology. That means index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like they say, for example, array of 0, it's containing some element. Array of 1, it's containing some element. Like that, it will keep growing. And what are the limitations? So limitations, as I told before, it's having it store only same data type, and moreover, it is having only fixed length. You cannot keep growing the array. So that is one of the limitations of array. So let us see with an example how to declare and how to initialize, right? So let me open, let me create a class file called array concepts, right? So how to declare array? So let me create public static void main, right? So how to declare an array? So declaring array is you can follow many syntaxes, right? Declaring the array. So how can we do that is, say for example, I want to create an integer array, say integer. Either you can give the box here, open box, I mean like this, box, then followed by a variable name, say where var1, something like that, equal to new of, I'm saying integer, say I'm giving 4, right? So that means four spaces have been allocated. That means four variables can be, four elements can be stored in this variable one. I told, right? Array is a collection of similar data type. Integer means four integer can be saved under a common variable, right? This is one syntax. The other syntax is I am going to say like this: where to, you can give the box here, that bracket equal to new int of, I'm saying 4, right? So let me save it. How can we save it? How can I add a value to this, right? So where of, I told it is it's coming by index, right? So of 0 equal to, I'm saying let me save odd numbers here, and where of 1 equal, sorry, where 1 of 1 equal to 3, where of 2 equal to 5, where 1 of 3 equal to 7, something like that. Same thing I'm going to copy paste for variable 2. I'm going to say as 2 2 2 2. So here I'm going to say as 2 4 6 8, right? I'm going to say the even integers in this variable. So both are same. This is with one syntax, and this is the another syntax. Both are same. You can follow whatever is relevant to you or applicable to you. You can follow any one of these things. So generally, the most preferred way is this one, but you can follow either one of this. That is fine. So now I'm going to get retrieve that element, right? How I'm going to get the element stored in this array, right? So I can say, for example, I want to print variable 1 of uh, 2, right? And here I'm going to say variable 2 of 2. Let's see what it is printing. So variable 1 of 2 is 5 and variable 2 of 2 equal to 6. Let's see. 5 and 6 should get printed over here. Yes, you can see that. So that is how you have to declare the array, and this is I am initializing the array, right? And this is I am retrieving the array, right? Hope you understood how to declare the array, how to initialize the array, how to retrieve the array. Okay, so there is another method as well, all right, to initialize, declare and initialize in the same thing, in the same line itself. You can declare and initialize. You can combine these two steps in the same thing. How can we do that? That is what I'm going to show now. Declaring and initializing the same step of array. How can we do that? I can say that. Say we already know. Let me create say string array, right? So I'm saying as variable 3, right? What I have to do is just open a flower bracket and say as some string variable. Say I'm saying a is one of the string, b, c, d. So four variables have been stored here. Now you can see that the declaring as well as I initialize the same step. Now the same thing. I have to retrieve it, retrieving the array. How to retrieve it? Same thing. I can say that uh, variable 3 of say 3. Right? If I run this, these two will print 5, 6, and this will print 0, 1, 2, 3. That means D it will print. Let me run this. Yes, you can see that 5, 6, because this variable 2 is coming from here. Variable 1 of 2 will fetch 5, variable 2 of 2 will fetch 6, and variable 3 of 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, D it will fetch. So that is how you can declaring array, initializing array, and retrieving array. And this is another method of declaring and initializing in the same step of an array. And this is how we will retrieve an array. Hope you understood this concept. In the next session, see, for example, here I am retrieving one by one, right? I am retrieving one, say, for example, index of 2, index of 1. But how to retrieve all the values, right? How can we retrieve this? Yes, we have to retrieve using for loop, right? Your guess is correct. You have to retrieve using for loop. That is what we are going to see in the next session, next video. Watch out for that. Until this, good night. Thank you.